Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Ryan now to throw on third down. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. From 6 yards away. And the Falcons will add on to their lead.
I know a lot of people look at these games and think, all right, this thing's done. Let's have some sportsmanship. Let's not try and score. You should never do that in the NFL. I've seen big leads blown, and teams that looked like they had a victory, all of a sudden we're going home with a loss.
Younghoe Koo to kick off for Atlanta.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. Fielded right around the 8. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
10-10 at their own 18-yard line.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 18. They'll start out on the ground with Carson, and he'll find some space up to about the 25.
Ball carrier.
A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And this will be a Seahawks first down as he gets this up past the 30. 7 yards there and a first down.
Good gain by Chris Carson, picks up a first down, and you just have to love his running style. Talk about a straight-ahead guy, no-nonsense type of a runner. He's averaged 82 yards a game over the last 2 seasons and had 1,230 yards on the ground in 2019.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Not much there, only a yard.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
They run the option on 2nd down. There's a fast release by Wilson out to the flat. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 12 yards there and a first down.
First down, Seattle.
Let's go, D. Hey, Mike 52. Mike 52.
On first down and score. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. That play doomed from the start thanks to the defensive effort of Grady Jarrett. Now on 2nd and 13. Wilson, he's going to air one out. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Fabian Moreau. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Falcons.
That is now 5 interceptions that he has thrown in this ball game. If I asked you to speculate what's possibly going on in his head, what would you say?
Well, if he's as mentally strong as I believe he is, he understands that not all of these picks have been his fault. You know, some of the throws, yes, but there have been a good number of them where he hasn't been helped by his own receivers, and they've turned into interceptions. So he knows if he keeps firing, perhaps good things can happen, not just in this game, but especially in later ones.
2nd and 8.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. From the shotgun, Ryan. Short throw underneath to Hurst. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. We are through three quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Falcons on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. It's a gain of 3, and it gets in the first.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on third down, we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball. You often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, third down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. Ryan's pass taken in by Ridley. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 19 there as the drive marches forward.
I know I'm one of those that overuses certain terms, and this one, explosive, is what we use for a lot of receivers, but that's Calvin Ridley. Nice catch there, and not only is he explosive, he's been very productive. Since being drafted in 2018, one of the top touchdown rates in the league as a wide receiver.
On first down, Ryan. He'll get this one complete to Davis. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be second and about a yard.
At the 45-yard line.
They go back to the ground now with Davis. And he loses the football a second time. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. So they need to determine if that knee was down before the ball was coughed up.
And they also wanted to make sure that the ball was possessed as they were going through it, that the ball wasn't working its way free before the knee hit the ground.
Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You just go ahead and play.
And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line.
It's a gain of
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
On the Seahawks' 34-yard line.
On second down, here's a keeper by the QB. And he gets it down to the 32. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. This is caught, and they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. I think all teams probably like sit week 1. Oh, good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in week 1. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want, but there carries a little extra pressure with that as well, because you and I both know protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
Yeah, 2 sides to that coin, and looking like they're going to protect it here in this one. And this will come out to the 25 as Reed opts for the touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll throw from the gun. He's going to let it go again. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Akello Witherspoon. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
20. Hey, gun.
After the interception, here's Ryan. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. And the incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense got crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
They're not ready for this. They still ready.
So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll roll him out right. It's caught. Jones. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. So now factoring in the face mask, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, a give to Davis. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now the first carry for Brian Hill. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
His pass caught at the 4. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill, but remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes, and that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this fourth quarter. That catch good for only a couple.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Today's final
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Falcons, it's a fantastic start as they roll to a blowout victory here in the season opener. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Dallas Cowboys. Meanwhile, for Seattle, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll try again next week at home against New England. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.